Okay. Alright. Let's give it a couple seconds to get some viewers, possibly. And we'll see what happens.
Yeah, let's me go on there and check. I need to refresh
Milk
that.
it a little bit. Connor, put your head in the middle of the view. There you go. Now you're good. Now you're good. Cutting your head off. So there goes Emmanuel's video. I think it's my connection is just not wanting all the videos.
Dude. Oh, there it is. Okay, goodness gracious.
Whatever, videos will pop in and out. It happens. So, we've got me, Brad. We've got Connor, Chrissy, Hoaxer, and Rusty.
What's up?
Say what's up, everyone.
Hello, what's going on, everybody? All the viewers, thanks for coming in.
The whole 10 viewers right now. Tweet the stream out, guys. Let's get some people in here to ask us some questions today as we go over stuff. It's been like maybe what 2 weeks at least, maybe even 3 since we've done a show, Connor.
I think it's been 3. Yeah.
It's been a while.
Dude, my shit is not liking. Is not liking all these video cameras right now going on in this. We're gonna have to revert.
Yeah, it might be too much. Yeah,
Whatever.
I don't see mine on here, but
Yeah. Oh well. We're just gonna talk. Whatever. Rusty's the only camera that it likes right now, I guess. Oh, there's Connor's. Okay, so what do we got going on today? We have got questions and answers for Knoxville. Anything anybody in the chat posts, we will try to answer. But first, let's go over. You know, we do have Pittsburgh coming up. There's some pretty cool, good teams, you know, that are kind of popping up to attend that. You know, you've got Adventure Time, you've got Swagger Like Us, which is, you know, Elitist and Blaze, Jeriwalkie, and then Believe the Hype got a pass. So Cloud Maniac,
nice.
and I don't know who their other two are for sure yet, but I know it's Cloud and Maniac. So definitely going to be cool seeing them coming back to the scene. They, you know, we haven't really seen them yet in the Halo 4 scene or at one of our events lately. So it's definitely cool. Maven and Gandhi casting. Yay. I hear Ghost might be there as well. So possibly all 3 of them. So that will be good. Now I know that Chrissy wanted to go ahead and drill us with some questions on Nashville and kind of clear the air on all the issues that had happened at Nashville and how that's not going to happen in the future. So we're gonna play a little good cop bad cop routine and kind of let her go.
Yeah,
Go.
I'm gonna play bad cop for all the people that were actually at the venue, right? So the people on stream didn't see actually what physically went on, which is good for us, obviously, but for the people at the event, you know, they had a lot of problems, had a lot of issues, a lot of complaints, and so basically I wanted to come on here and drill you down, play bad cop, and ask questions that everybody's wondering, you know, what's gonna make it better, what's gonna make Knoxville better? You know, why should we go to Knoxville? Because, you know, from what I experienced, I didn't like it. So I kind of got a list here of what all, just the main points I want to hit, and I'm still receiving some questions from here. Wow. But basically, yeah, Brian, I'm just going to be interviewing you and drilling you, and so I hope you got the best.
That everyone's saying that they can't hear you.
They can't hear Chrissy.
What?
No.
Talk louder.
I heard you.
Talk louder. Can you hear me now?
Just go ahead and ask a question, and then I'll read one of it. We'll just here ask a question, and then somebody who wants to repeat the question. Let's do that.
I will.
Okay, ask the question.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so first of all, the biggest issue at AGL Nashville was space, right? So the venue was a lot smaller than what everybody expected, or was it that more people showed up than what you expected?
Were there the venue was small, so was that because the venue was small, or was that because there was more people showed up than expected?
Um,
Nice.
I would say the venue is small. I don't think that more people showed up than we were expected. I think it was about what we expected, and yeah, the venue could have been bigger for sure. So going forward, that's definitely fixed. Obviously, with Knoxville, it's a 120 team tournament. Their facility is 50,000 square feet. So
Yeah, it's
Um,
huge. I've seen it.
Yeah.
it's a lot of they have a lot of the laser tag is about half of it for what I understand, and then they have tons of other stuff. I don't really want to release too much. We'll kind of release it as pictures are given to us, but it's definitely enough room. We're gonna have 80 Xboxes, 88 actually, 88 Xboxes and monitors in there, so we'll be able to have
Wow.
four pools going on at once and a main stage for some other special stuff that we could talk about in a little bit. So, yeah, space is not going to be an issue at all.
Yeah, it's not an option at all.
Next question, please.
So I changed my mic settings. Can you hear me any better?
I can hear you.
I can hear you perfect.
There's like a speaker thing at the bottom of this box. If you should probably turn it up all the way.
Uh,
Yeah, it's not letting me turn it up because I have it.
Everybody's saying it's on your end, Brad, not ours.
my stuff's turned up all the way. I can't turn it up any louder. It's just how it is with XSplit, I think. Like, that's just how it comes through. It's definitely, everything's up all the way. So, somebody did just ask if it is going to be split screen. Pool play will be split screen, yes. The whole schedule and everything is
Oh,
posted,
snap.
and the way that what am I trying to say? The way that the scheduling is worked with like check-in times per pool and then the pool playing, so that everybody isn't checking in at once, and that if your pool is later in the day, you don't have to be there at 8 o'clock in the morning. So that's going to definitely eliminate a lot of the cluster and confusion and everything, and people waiting around for sure. Can you guys please have
Yes,
face
okay.
cams? I'm seeing that in the chat a lot. I'm not even going to comment on that right now. That's top secret for the time being. Watch Knoxville or be there, and you will see. You'll get an answer to that. So, yes and no, you'll see at Knoxville if we will have face cams. It's a secret right now.
Oh man. Suspense. God.
Dude, yeah.
The suspense, struggle.
Saucy, I
It's
saw that
so
he
real.
asked why us and UMG are so
Recap
close
video.
together. Ask UMG that. This has been the date for our June event for months now, so that was not our call. We're not going to change our event. We're just going to make it bigger and better for the Halo community in general. That's all I can do. So, what else are some concerns,
Very
Chrissy?
interesting.
I want to go back quickly to I wasn't done with that yet, but I know that you talked about possibly having the event roped off from when, kind of like LG, how
Correct.
there's a big rope behind the players. So is that what's going to be happening?
Yeah, that's our plan right now. So she asks why, what you guys are familiar with MLG is how they would put like a barrier so you can't walk up like right behind the players and get it all crowded and everything. Yes, that is our plan right now, is to block it off
Right.
so that there's space in between the players and the crowds, and so that the refs can actually have space to walk and everything and direct everything a lot easier. So yes, that is being taken into account as well.
Nice.
Nice.
So
It's going to help out a whole lot much.
120 teams.
120 teams, that's correct.
Do you think that AGL can handle this amount of bodies in the game?
Yes, I do. The only reason that Nashville was so chaotic is because we did not have the staff. That's what it comes down to. We were understaffed for the amount of teams. We will definitely, we're gonna have extra staff, like way extra
They
staff.
have
I
staff
mean,
too there. I'm pretty
Battlefield,
sure,
yeah, Battlefield
overstaffed.
Knoxville, Battlefield
Yeah, Battlefield
Knoxville
has
is
staff
every
of their
staff
own.
person that they're not using. They're gonna be helping us. We probably have about we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 8 other staff members already confirmed to help. And then we also have the guys from UGC who are going to be coming out, and if we need them to help, they have offered to help us as well. So I would say, you're probably going to see over 20, people to staff the event minimum. So it's definitely not going to be an issue. We're making sure that everything that happened at Nashville does not happen. We're making sure that when you walk into this venue, you're going to be like, is this AGL, or, you know, like, what just happened? Like, it's gonna make everybody think like we're gonna be 100 million times better in every way, shape, and form than you have seen in the past. You know, we can only step it up one area per event. Last event we stepped the stream up. I'm sure everybody will agree with that the stream was phenomenal. And so now we're going to carry that stream over, and we're going to step up the live at event experience and make it perfect for everybody competing and spectating. So that is how we're going about that. Everything is going to be amazing. Like, we are so stoked for this. It's just going to be so sick. I'm excited.
It's gonna be a whole lot better.
Yeah.
I went to Nashville and to Chicago, and this is the biggest one facility-wise yet. So I know for a fact everybody will be able to fit in there, and we'll have extra room also for people to sit down and stuff. So it should be really good.
Yeah, and
Chairs.
everybody.
There's gotta be chairs.
Oh, they're gonna have, dude. They got. I'm told they have an awesome main stage that they're building, because they're basically moving facilities right now. So like, this is gonna be like pretty much a brand new facility once we get in there and everything. So it's gonna be really, really nice for everybody. I think that I don't know. So ask me questions. Like, I'll answer whatever questions. I don't even know. I could just ramble all
Everybody
day.
wants to know if Walshy's gonna be there.
I'm
I
not.
got plenty of questions for you.
I'm not sure if Walsh is going to be there. Right now, we're planning on Gandhi, Maven, and Ghost. So we're still waiting to hear if Ghost can go for sure. So it kind of depends on that. That's all we know of right now.
I think
Nice.
what would be awesome is if one of the staff members from 343 makes a visit for the tournament. I think that would be really sick.
I think that would be awesome
for
too.
them to
Queen or
actually-
Bravo or BS Angel. That's
Definitely.
directed towards
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what, yeah,
Come to
basically.
the
Yeah,
event.
it would be huge if Bravo showed up. It would be humongous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be really
Yeah.
awesome.
I know
for-
Bravo wanted
for
to
the
come to
event.
Nashville, so I definitely. Who knows? There's a possibility. Developer support all the way.
'Cause-
Go to Nashville.
Yeah, I mean they're definitely stepping their presence up with AGL, so I think that's really awesome. I know they were watching the Nashville event in their studios on the big screen, so that
that
was
projector
pretty
is
awesome
huge.
to see. All right,
Yeah, it
all
was
right.
massive.
So I'm hoping for that at least for Knoxville, but it would be great to have them like physically there, present at
Definitely.
Knoxville. That'd be awesome. So I don't know. So I guess I'm assuming that that's pending right now.
Battlefield,
Right.
Battlefield set in there. If 343 does come, they will spot their hotel for them. So there's some more incentive.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Come to the
That's
event.
great.
You don't have an excuse.
Well, that's another question. Like hotels, like do you, off the top of your head, do you know, like, is it a good spot for
Yes.
close proximity
Yeah, it is.
hotels?
There are, I think,
Is this right off the interstate,
there's
so-
3 or 4 hotels within half a mile, and then about another 4 within within a mile. So there's about 8 hotels right there. So we're gonna at least get 2, possibly 3 of them like fully booked out. So I suggest nobody books any
Nice.
hotels until we get you like the discount and everything like that, so that you're not paying
Okay.
$200 a night and you're paying 80 to 100. So that'll be done
Right.
hopefully in the next couple days here. We're working on that. One other thing, kind of just to run over the bracket, I guess, because it is a little different. With this many teams, the top 24 teams are getting a bye from Friday, so that's different from what we've done in the past. So now that's giving even more incentive to be one of those top teams. You don't have to play through split screen or pool play. You're making it into the 72 team bracket automatically. Now, we don't necessarily want to say we want to force all those people to be there on Friday, but we are going to recommend that all those top teams are still there on Friday because of things that we're going to be doing as a company. We're going to be doing like media for them, such as pictures and videos and stuff like that for the stream and for after the event and everything. And that's going to be like what All Day Friday is for, is to basically be able to get those teams more exposure and media stuff done. And then also, right now, what is being in discussion is a free-for-all.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be sick. Me and Gunna. Take it.
So basically how that
Yeah.
would work is we would have the main stage open to have the free-for-all all day on Friday, so it wouldn't interfere with pool plays or anything. And the free-for-all, it would only be open, though, to those top 24 teams. So if you're on top 24, then you're also getting invited to play
Gotcha.
in the free-for-all on Friday.
That'd be pretty sick.
That's a good
sick.
incentive for those 24 teams, you know, all their teammates to show, obviously, on Friday. Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody's looking to play some free-for-all because it hasn't really been pushed competitively, you know, in Halo 4 yet. So I think that's a pretty smart move to, you know,
Yeah.
take that
And
route.
I think too, you know, I think that the viewers will like that even more too. You know, having all the top teams playing FFA on Friday versus, you know, just
Right.
not as known teams, you know, for them to watch. And then also we might work in, you know, some really cool mini all-star bracket in there too. So we got to figure the schedule out for that and how it'll work. But
Right.
that's kind of what's being tossed up in the air right now to make Friday, you know, really valuable for those top 24 teams and kind of, you know, show that we are pushing you. Like if you're getting in those top teams, in those top placings, and you're holding those seeds, you know, you're going to get privileges in some form.
Right.
And there will be a prize for the
Sounds
FFA as
good.
well. There will be a prize. So I don't want to throw
Nice.
dollar amounts out or
Okay.
anything, but up to $500, I'll say, at least. So
That's pretty good. I mean, that's usually how it was back in the day for the free-for-all tournaments. You'd win, you know, $500 or whatever back in the Halo 3 days. So, I mean, that's pretty good for just having one off the bat. But question, free-for-all wise, that has no, I guess, factoring in and seedings at
No.
all. It's just pretty
None.
much a standalone entity, right?
yep,
Okay,
basically
gotcha.
you get to play in
Alright,
it and
just
you
look
get to win money if you win it.
Basically for money,
Is
yeah.
there an entry fee? Would there be an
No.
entry fee for
Nope.
the FFA?
Nope, it's free.
No.
Nice.
So yeah,
All
no
full
extra
screen,
entry.
right?
What was that?
Full screen completely, right?
Yeah, it'll be full screen.
That'd be weird to play split screen on free for
I
all.
mean, I'm just saying.
That would be
Some
milky.
people don't know.
Yeah, kind of
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, it'll be full screen. It'll basically just be on the main stage all day on Friday until it's done. So,
Nice.
got to figure the schedule out and everything like that. But yeah,
Okay.
So, Brad, I have a
Alright.
question regards back to Nashville. So, I think it was Friday morning, we were warming up a lot, and we had a lot of power issues on the stations. So, what are your feelings on the capacity for Knoxville? Do you think that this venue will really be able to hold the amount of stations that we plan on hooking up?
yeah, all that has to do with the LAN center itself and how the circuits are run. And with the size of a venue like this, and you know, I believe it was like an old like department store, so it's going to have a lot more like electricity capabilities and circuits and everything like that. So it's definitely not going to be an issue. We talked to Dustin over there, you know, every day right now, making sure that everything is getting squared away and figured out. And we don't want one bump or flaw to happen. And if it does happen, it's going to happen that Wednesday or Thursday while we're setting it up. So.
I honestly don't think we'll have those problems at Battlefield, though, just because they are a LAN center and they have a lot of stuff there. So
Correct.
I think they'll be able to handle all the extra monitors and Xboxes and everything. So I think we'll be good.
Yeah, with half of it basically being
Nice.
set up there, you know, on a daily basis, and then we're just coming in and adding half more. It should definitely be fine. I think it's gonna be a really cool experience for everybody. So.
And the laser tag as well. Well,
Yeah, and the laser
it's
tag.
pretty fun.
The laser tag,
I played
exactly.
one on there.
So it's
actually
$30 for unlimited laser tag for all 3 days. Who's not playing laser tag? Who's not playing laser tag while your pool's not going on? Who's not like? I can tell you right now, I'm running that flag. Like, I will be in there running that flag and Gandhi hopping everywhere.
There needs to be like, you know, some of the top teams actually going in as their own teams.
That would
into
be
the laser
awesome.
tag.
And
then,
you know,
like,
here's
that'd be
something
great.
here's something
Yeah.
that's even cooler. We actually have GoPros. We actually have GoPros that we will be strapping onto people for situations like that, so that we can use it
Are
for
you serious?
videos afterwards.
That's gonna be sick.
So like,
Yeah.
yo,
Oh my God.
Warriors versus Ambush in laser tag. One person on each team has GoPros on them for the whole match, and then we're going to be able to upload that after the event. Who's ready?
Oh my gosh, that's it. No, I'm ready for that, dude. I'm ready for that. I'm trying to get in that for sure. That'd be dirty. But
So-
yeah, like the whole laser tag thing would be pretty awesome to see. You know, the IRL skill, you know, as opposed to the
IRL skill.
sports skill.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good for the viewers to know, like the whole, you know, outside of the event stuff to do. So it's laser tag. So that's cool. I haven't been laser tagging in a good while, so definitely looking to do that.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we've covered. What hotels, free for all.
Oh,
I gotta answer.
Okay.
I gotta answer somebody's question real quick. He's wondering if somebody is going to be at the event monitoring like the Twitch stream. Well, that doesn't even need to be monitored like on the stream side. Like if their mics are muted. The reason their mics were muted is because I had to get up and walk away, so I wasn't listening. So that was my fault. Their mics was muted. Their mics were muted. But that shouldn't happen at this event because I won't have to go up and help in other areas because we will have enough staff. So yeah, you're not gonna have to worry about their mics being muted. We could also blame Ghost for that because he's the one who would just randomly mute people's mics. Like he would mute his mic every time before he got up, and then someone else would sit down and they would just talk, and then they'd have no idea their mic was muted.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's a kind
was-
of a good habit. I mean, I
no,
can see where
but I'm
you're
just
coming
saying
from,
it was
you know?
it was just something like, you know, like none of the other casters would even think to check that, so they would just start talking, and
Right. Okay.
then so then like Gandhi and Ghost are having like a little like contest, like they were trying to mute each other's mics and stuff and mess each other up. It was funny.
Right. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's crazy. Shoot, I had something in my head. I was gonna ask, but you can go ahead, Chrissy.
yeah, so huge controversy at Nashville was, okay, so shit talk, right? So all of a sudden, out of
That's a good
nowhere,
one.
Brad started tagging people for shit talk,
It's
right?
in their
Which
rules.
is completely appropriate.
It's in their
100%.
rules.
What?
It's in the rules.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I think that you need to kind of, like, really talk about more what is the restrictions, what's gonna happen if you do. Also, if you're gonna restrict people from talking shit, it needs to be across the board, not just on main stage.
Right, but that comes with the
Oh.
staff.
Like,
That
it
comes with the
needs to be
staff.
in the background.
That comes with having enough
Is that
staff. You saw. Come on. You gotta
They
admit.
need to make sure that they are tagging.
the everybody who helped out there, it, like in the main facility, was hectic. That's the last thing that they were worrying about, was teching people because of the chaos that was out there. So with it
Got
being
bad- it
blocked
got
off,
bad, though.
with having more
Got
people,
bad.
then that's gonna allow, you know, for those rules to be in place. With everything, like with the whole way that the stats are going to be tracked and everything with that, and it's going to allow the refs to basically focus only on the games and not worry about taking pictures, tracking the stats, because we're going to have a separate person for that. So yes, that will be implemented. And like the restrictions are, if you are using the F-bomb excessively, you're going to get teched. If you are directing a derogatory comment towards anyone, you're getting teched. So like any kind of like sexual, like sexist, racist, any comments like that, you're getting teched. And you will get warned once with comments like that, and then you will be done. If you are like, you know, excessively swearing or anything like that, then you're going to get 3 texts, and then you're not going to be allowed to compete. So, you know, if you're straight up harassing somebody or going off on somebody on a personal level, you're getting warned. Second time that something happens, you're done. Because, you know, we're not trying to have fights go on. We're not trying to have people, you know, saying, oh, I'm better than you at this or that. Like, keep it in the game, keep it professional. We are not just trying to have events for people to play at. We're trying to turn this into a league and a sport. That's what people need to realize. So
Right.
look at it that
and
way.
it also needs to go towards the coaches too, because I think getting that shit talk more about the coaches than I were the actual players. That's
ridiculous.
so annoying
Oh, man,
too.
that's
Like
super
you're not
funny.
even playing and you're just running your mouth. I don't understand it. It's crazy.
Yeah, I've seen that kind of stuff before. It's pretty funny to me, actually. as a competitor, seeing that happen, it's just like, oh wow, these guys are real comfortable, but just going off recklessly, talking shit and stuff like that.
I'm guilty for doing that at Nashville. I can tell you that much. Against one team.
I could see you doing that, Chris. See, I could see you going because you're so freaking.
She did it at us in Chicago. She was yelling at us in Chicago, so she's got it in her.
I can see you doing that, Chris. See, I can see you going because you're so freaking. She did it at us in Chicago. Getting that feedback.
Somebody watching.
Yeah, feedback.
I have mine paused and muted, so
I think I accidentally
don't really care.
Okay. So, well, why didn't I tech Pistola in the finals? Because that was the finals and it wasn't directed towards somebody. So that's why. He did get warned and teched at an earlier match though, so everybody does know that. So I'm definitely not favoring people because they're pros. You can go and ask, let's see, Lethal, Aptitude, one of Sud, anybody that was up there and they were getting out of control, man. I was on that. I was not letting them get away with it. So yes, Eric Snipe Down got talked to. So because there was definitely some excessive stuff. So.
All I remember is Aptitude coming out. I got tagged! I was like, what?
You're not supposed to be stoked about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lethal was the first one with getting a tech. Yeah, definitely
if you're gonna give someone a technical, it has to be worth it because there's a lot of people that would get texts and they wouldn't really care. It was just a joke because they really didn't feel like anything was gonna happen to them.
Oh, if you get 3 marks on your wristband, I'll kick you out of the event.
Consistent.
Oh, I'll kick you out. Don't worry about that. You get 3 texts and you try to play, you're getting kicked out. Like, you're not playing.
Okay, well, okay, that leads to my next question. Like, how do you keep track of the techs, like, per player? Like,
a marker on their wristband.
3 marks.
A marker on their wristband.
Okay. Gotcha. Uh-oh. What about the whiteout? If people bring out the whiteout.
Whiteout on a pink wristband? Go for it. I highly encourage you. I highly encourage you to hide a black permanent marker on a pink and orange wristband. If you can trick me in that way, then you deserve it. Like, if you can go take a pink highlighter and hide a black marker, it's all on you. Go for it. Like, I don't think it's gonna happen, but.
All right. Okay. Gotcha. Just good to put it out there.
No, for sure.
Gotta cover all angles over here at AGL.
Exactly.
For sure. So, let's see.
Are there going to be different color wristbands at Knoxville like there was in Nashville? Like, is there going to be a VIP? Like, I think you mentioned something about that before.
Yeah, I'm told that there's
different color wristbands also.
Yeah, I'm told that they have 2 VIP rooms. I'm not exactly sure how they'll be set up or anything like that, but I'm told that there's 2 at Knoxville. And the wristbands will actually say on them if you're a competitor, a coach, or a spectator.
Okay.
Nice.
Or VIP, I guess. We might even have special VIP passes for the top 24 teams. So.
I actually wouldn't mind playing in the pool play, though. Like, even though it's split screen, like, the more practice is always better. So, like, even if you're not on a top 24 team, playing through pool play is not a bad thing. So. That's the way I look at it. Because I know a lot of people had talked to me about they was kind of bummed that not everybody had to play on Friday. Because, there's a lot of people going to this event since 120 teams that don't have any points or don't have a top seed that were bummed that they had to play and nobody else did. But I don't look at that like a bad thing. Like, I wouldn't mind playing through play.
And I think though, if you are one of those top 24 teams, you've pretty much been to at least Chicago and Nashville, if not Chicago, New Jersey, Nashville, and Pittsburgh at that point. So those those players that have been to 2 to 4 of the events already this year, it's kind of awarding as a player then being like, I've been to all 4 of these events, now I deserve my break from that, So you can kind of look at it like that too. So it's kind of pushing that whole. Us giving more incentive for people to place good, stay together as a team, keep those points and everything so you get that seed, rather than,
Right.
So, But you know, at least we're not taking like those top teams and we're not throwing them all the way up in like a higher bracket or anything. I mean, you know, then bracket play they're starting, you know, with everybody else and everything. So I think it should be very, very interesting. Yes, Gandhi will be commentating. Gandhi will be commentating Pittsburgh, Knoxville, Maven will be at Knoxville, and I believe Ghost will be at both. Not positive about Ghost, but I think.
Hopefully.
Sounds legit. Okay, so I have a question. This has to do with, you know, the lack of sleep that players, or some players were not getting at this past event because of how, you know, how far the tournament went into, like, you know, Friday and then Saturday night and stuff like that. So my question would be to you, Brad, like, off the top of your head, like, how do you see this tournament schedule being played out? Like, when will it start and when will it end Friday night? Because, I mean, that's pretty important for players to come in and understand, you know, how far they're going to be playing.
So basically the issue with it, how it got pushed back so far in Nashville, was there was a 3-hour delay because Xbox is not being updated, and that was the biggest issue. So with that issue being solved, with everything being there a day, 2 days before the event, the LAN center already having everything there, that's out the window already. And now because we're doing these check-in times, so, you know, depending on what pool you're in, so I'm going to use pool A and B as an example. So if you're in pool A and B, you're going to check in from 8 to 8:30 in the morning. Nobody else has to be there except pool A and B. Now, then they can start warming up, and then pool C and D check in from 8:30 to 9 o'clock, and then they have until 9:30 to warm up. So then the first pool starts at the first 4 pools, A, B, C, and D, start at 9:30 in the morning, and then they play until they're done. Now the next pool doesn't start until I don't even know without the schedule being pulled up, but it's like 1:30 or 2 o'clock. So it's like a 4-hour window. We had it scheduled before with a 3-hour window. So we've now added that extra hour for check-in, half an hour for warm-ups, and an hour window for play. So we've added 2.5 hours per pool play for cushioning, essentially. So now you have 5.5 hours instead of 3 hours per pool. So that's going to completely eliminate all of the delays and pushbacks and everything like that. And if a pool gets done early, let's say, you know, a pool finishes early and then the other team's, you know, check-in hasn't happened yet and everything like that, then we just wait until the other teams come and check in to start the next pool. And with the other teams checking in, so like if those 4 pools are finishing and the next check-in is 12:30 to 1 and 1 to 1:30, then you know, those teams are coming and checking in, and the earliest that you're going to be waiting around, you know, is a half an hour, pretty much. So, you know, you're showing up a half an hour, and I guess an hour before you play, because then you have that half an hour to warm up. But, you know, you're checking in essentially a half an hour before you're able to warm up. And then if you get there and there was some kind of delay, you know, we have an hour still before that next pool has to even start to play. So we've kind of figured out and structured it that way, and it should solve everything.
Okay, that sounds pretty good.
The schedule you have posted on the website, I'm looking at it, the latest game you should be playing is 10:30, so maybe even if you push it to about 11 o'clock, there won't be anything like late.
There's cushioning, like I said, all of those pools have cushioning on them. So it could be earlier than that or later. So I would say, you know, 9:30 to 11:30 at night is the latest you should be playing. I don't see it going any later than that.
Okay, that's good to know.
Maybe the free for all.
I think it's pretty reasonable.
Maybe the free for all will go later. I got to do the schedule for that still, but I got to see. I got to see how fast that'll go. So. And then
go pretty quick.
And then Saturday is like the same thing. Saturday is gonna go as late as it needs to. There's nothing we can do about like the scheduling on Saturday and Sunday, because if every game goes to game 3 or game 5, you know, there's nothing we can really do about that. So when it's bracket, once a team's done, the next team's playing. Once the team's done, the next team's playing. So like Saturday and Sunday's a rough schedule. It's just like hour blocks for you to basically estimate, but like you need to be ready to play. Like if you're done in Winners 1 and you're gonna play in Winners 2, you need to be ready to play, because once Winners done is done, you're gonna be the first one up. So you gotta be ready to play. You know, if you're in losers,
Right.
and obviously losers is in like, you know, 3 rounds or whatever, you're gonna have a couple hours. But you know, if you're like continuously like on that winners or losers bracket side, you just need to be ready to play, because it's just going to be nonstop, and we crank the bracket out. But like Saturday went late because we started late because we had to finish a pool, so we started 2.5 hours late on Saturday as well, and we ended up finishing, you know, maybe an hour late, and that was with a lot of like really long extensive games going to game 5s and stuff. So there's nothing we can do about that. It just depends on how long games go with that extent. But pool play will be on time.
Okay, got you.
Good to hear.
Brad,
Yeah,
can
definitely
you
good to hear.
post the event? Hey, Brad, can you post the event detail page in the link or in the chat? I can't post it. It keeps deleting my link.
Oh yeah, it's because I have it so people can't post links, because people like to spam that with unneeded spam. Yeah, hold up. Let me bring it
It's in
up.
there. So a lot of the questions people are asking can be answered by just looking at the website. So.
Yeah, hold up. I will link it in half a
We're
second. I
looking
gotta
at the
open
game
it.
types. That's the biggest.
The game types is going to be
Yeah,
I just
V4.
want to know which
Markets was
simplex is
asking.
going to be used. So it is going to be the simplex that's in Throwdown?
No, that's
No, that's
V3.
V3. I'm pretty sure the V4 simplex is different.
Yes, it is different. It's way better.
I don't necessarily like the bottom open. I don't really necessarily like that.
I liked it, to be honest. I thought that was a good addition to the map, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, I personally would like that version of it to be implemented. You know, because I think we haven't
just
seen a
get rid of
sword
the
be
sword.
competitively.
The sword.
I like,
Dude, I have so many gameplays where, like, right off the bat, I grab a sword and get 15 kills, like, right there. So it's like, I think the sword's, like, way too overpowered with sprint. If it was like Halo 3 and you could sprint.
Well, once like tournament play,
There
like,
is
I don't
no
know
sword
if
in
it'd be
V4.
sick if you'll be able to get that
There
many
is no
kills and
sword.
stuff, so.
There's no sword in V4.
Yeah, I'm pretty
I
sure
haven't
there's
played
no
the
sword.
any V4 at all, so I didn't know.
So has V4 been officially released yet, Brad?
No, as far as I know, he's working on the settings, and they're waiting for like that title update with all the weapons and everything to officially get V4 ready. I think he's got most of the maps ready to go. I know last week he was like he had like maybe 2 openings, and he was like kind of getting votes from the community, which I put my vote for Lotus in, so nobody can hate me for that, because I love that map. I know Station 9's a map. I know Simplex is a map. I don't know.
Station 9.
The other thing
Love
that
that
map.
everybody's
I
probably
love
wondering
Station 9.
is, can we do the Majestic map packs? We are working on
Yeah.
it. We are working
I'd love
on
to do
it.
that.
We are
Skyline.
really working on it, because I really want that. I really want that, especially for split screen. We're pushing for it. We need 88 codes, so that's a lot of codes. Maybe everybody should go tweet at 343 to get us 88 codes. Even if they got us half of the codes.
Need codes.
If we got half of the codes, it would help, and we would be good to go. I'll go buy the other half if it comes down to it. It's not a big deal. But 88 is a lot.
You're about that
88 is a
life.
lot. Dude, I'm about
Yeah.
making this happen and making it right. That's what I'm about.
Oh, I know. You don't
So-
even tell me that, dude. I knew it. I knew this a year ago.
Yeah, Hoaxer knows the inside info. Connor, should we just spoil everybody tonight?
Why not?
Should we spoil everybody
I don't see why
tonight?
not.
Is there a spoiler?
Spoiler
Should we,
alert.
no, we
We
should
got
get more
almost-
viewers first.
All right. I
Decent
want
amount,
this.
300.
At 500
We got
viewers,
300.
and we'll do a spoiler. 500 viewers, we'll do a spoiler.
Alright, I'm tweeting out a stream right now.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm tweeting.
Tweet it. Everybody go and tweet it.
Wow.
500, you'll get a spoiler
Oh
for
my
Knoxville.
God. Oh my god,
see it.
yeah. Dude, that's gonna be epic. Dude, I hope we get there.
People are
500
asking
viewers,
about
man, let's
settings
go.
for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is going to be the same settings we just used for Nashville. So that's going to be the same. We're not going to change it on anybody. It's going to be the same. V4 will start after that, once it's released.
Okay. And my question to you is, if all the details with the weapons, like say if by the time that Knoxville comes, if we have a 4-shot BR, is that what's going to be used there?
Whatever V4 is what's happening. I'm not going to change I'm not going to change. The only thing that I'm going to even throw out there is the extraction times. Because I don't know what he's doing with that. And I don't know what, from my feel, everybody likes the 3 and 5 second versus the 5 and 5.
Yeah.
But I hear that there's a possibility of it being 4 seconds. And there might be something going on with that.
Huh.
So if it's 4 seconds, I'll be fine. But the 5 and 5, I'm still iffy about, especially when it comes to the competitive level. That 3 second is really, really key for everybody.
The initial one has to be fast. That's just my opinion, though. I mean, it's just because that's the only one I played, but I don't like the 5.
Whether it be 3 seconds or 4 seconds for the initial one, I just think it's got to be less than 5 seconds. So, I'm rooting for that.
Yeah. So some people are asking about the veto system. That's definitely a good question. We are not going to do the veto system. It is so stupid.
Good.
It is so stupid.
Good. Yeah. That caused so many problems. There was a game that lasted 45 minutes.
I know.
Because they didn't want to play abandoned, and it was like 45 minutes.
So, and here's the thing. How many people that are watching the stream want to watch Haven Team Slayer and Haven Extraction for a day and a half? Not me.
I don't.
Not me. So
Haven, dispatch, Haven, dispatch,
Haven.
Yes.
Dispatch.
So
that's what the veto system did.
Especially with locking in just 11 game types, going through it with Ghost, getting the best 11 game types, V4 settings. We're setting it out there. Set game types. No veto system. Doesn't need to happen.
Gotcha. So we're having scheduled game types for each round, right?
Correct. That's what is going to happen.
No, is this for bracket? Are you talking about bracket or pool play?
For both.
Right.
For both.
With that.
All of it.
Well,
all of it. No veto.
What maps can be played split screen? It's just Haven and Adrift,
it'll be Haven, Adrift, Abandon, Skyline, and Monolith.
Abandon, yeah. Oh, okay. So we need to get those maps.
We need to get the maps.
Yeah.
Somebody's recommending for me to open up a donation thing for the maps. That's an awesome idea. Maybe I will post that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because that's an awesome idea.
It's for everybody. It's not just for one person. So.
Right.
So Brad, I got a question for you. I've seen it in the stream a couple times. UMG, right? So they're hosting the event 2 weeks after?
Yep.
AGL, right? Correct. So what's your thoughts on that? Do you think that UMG will be taking a lot of attendees away? Do you see maybe a collaboration event in the future? Maybe you guys can be partnering? I mean, shed a little light on that. I think a lot of people have a lot of interest in that between AGL and UMG.
No, I do not think it's going to take away people attending at all. I think that the size of event and the production value that we have behind us right now, that's going to be going on in Knoxville, that everybody should and will be coming to us, especially because we have been there since MLG left. I don't think that a new organization is going to come in and sweep people out from under us. I think that we have a lot of loyal followers and community members that really like what we're doing. Even with all the drama that has happened after Nashville, a lot of that drama, it was all rumors. Let's put it that way. So everybody who has to do with anything, if there's drama that is going on with us, if you can just wait for the air to cool down and wait for us to kind of post our side and everything like that before anything happens. So I'm just going to touch base really quick on this because I don't, it's done, it's solved, it's resolved, but the whole Gandhi thing, big rumor.
Right.
But it just got blown out of proportion. Whatever, we dealt with it, no big deal. It's fine now. We love them as casters. Never did I say I was a better caster than him. Whoever said that to him, you're not a nice person. So I never said that.
Nice.
I will say that right now. And everything like that. So that's why they will be at every single one of our events. The amount of time and effort that I put into this, am I going to go and shit talk somebody who just made the event 100 times better than it was? No, absolutely not. Let's be realistic. Let's think before we react.
Right.
And secondly, the whole chaos theory thing. Okay? Anybody that donated to him, please go to your PayPal and refeud that payment and get your money back. That went to the manager. I'm talking about chaos theory. Yes. It went to the manager's personal bank account, not chaos theory.
No, you do not want to do that.
So let's get that straight.
That's actually
you guys
criminal.
Just got conned. So next time when you see all that stuff posted bad about AGL, please come and ask me and trust what we're going to say because we're doing this for you guys, you know, in the end all. So I really would hope that you guys would take what we say over somebody else. And that article is gone. And as far as I know, there's going to be a new one posted in the next day or two explaining what really happened.
Thank God.
So look at that because I've been in contact with the main investor and owner of that place, not the manager who went and posted that slander about us. So that has been taken care of. I hope that everybody gets their money back. Like, sincerely, I do because it's jacked up. Like, it sucks.
Yeah.
So,
that's criminal what he did.
They got a refund.
So I hope that all that gets taken care of.
Good.
It's just
good
rumors. That's one of the worst things with the Halo community is one rumor gets started and everybody believes it.
And here's to even clear it up more. Even to clear it up more, the equipment was stolen. Yes, it was left out back, behind the LAN center, not in the venue. How is that anybody who plays Halo in the venue's fault?
Right.
It's nothing but the poor management.
Exactly.
To be completely honest.
So, now that is settled,
so
if there are any rumors or anything, just please come to us. Yes, I'm not running the Twitter all the time.
Exactly.
I still see what's going on Twitter and stuff, but I'm not going to go and post stuff on there all the time. We got somebody else taking care of that. So if you have an issue, hit me up on my personal Twitter or shoot me an email or find somebody that has my phone number because 90% of the people have my phone numbers that know me or that are competitors even.
I mean,
that's
exactly what I did. Like when my brother, you know, alumni, he showed me the website, and I was like, oh my God, this is terrible. So I was like, you know, I made a tweet out, you know, to everyone saying, you know, I was gonna, you know, donate to them, and whatnot. And then after a while, I was like, hold up, man, let me go to the source, let me go to the man that, you know, has got the lowdown. So, you know, I hit up Brad or whatever, and I got it from him, and then it just totally squashed everything, and I was like, okay, I need to retract my, you know, previous statement. I'm not donating, I'm revoking that, and I didn't know how to go about it the right way, I guess, on Twitter, but I just made a general statement to everyone to not donate, yada yada. Everybody was like, wait, you know, but, you know, what exactly is going on? It was like, you know, I feel like I can't really say because, you know, it's pretty serious what's going on, you know, it's like this is like a legal issue. You know, because the guy's legitimately stealing, you know, money from people. Whether, you know, of course they're giving it to him, but I'm just saying, like, it's just stealing, you know, so.
So I got a quick thing.
I'm glad it got worked out.
A few people are asking in the chat what happened to our 100% payout. Here's what happened to it. Do you want more events like Nashville? Exactly. The dead clients, exactly. So, in order for us to staff the event properly, have commentators that are there for the viewers to be awesome, we can't pay everything out. We have to pay for them, their flights, their hotels. We have to pay people to work, and we're not going to go and take, you know, thousands of dollars and then lose money on an event that we're holding for you guys. So that's why essentially too we're having these bigger events, so that we can up the prize money, and having that 100% payout shouldn't matter. First place is getting $10,000. We're doing all of this without sponsors. Wait until we pick up one sponsor that wants to throw another 10 grand into that prize pot. You know, we have to staff the events.
I see a question by, I believe it was Z, Believe the Hype. He was asking about, what about your monster? Like, I'm assuming that's Monster Energy, so.
Oh, like what was up with that situation?
I don't know. I don't know if that's what he's asking or not.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so I guess what happened with that was somebody tweeted at the community manager for Monster Gaming, and he was like, "Oh, we don't officially sponsor Arena Gaming League." So I picked up the phone. I called Brendan, and I was like, "Yo, what's up with this? We are not sponsored by Monster Gaming. We are sponsored by Monster Energy Marketing and Sales." Two different things.
Right.
Marketing and sales, for what I understand, is above Monster Gaming. So
exactly.
It's an event sponsorship right now. We have a proposal to get them way more involved that has been submitted, so everybody knows that.
Yes.
But right now it is a event sponsorship but we are still sponsored by them. It's just like, I don't know how else to put it. We have the permission to use their logos and say we're sponsored by them from marketing and sales.
Right.
Yeah.
Not Monster Gaming. That's why I don't have Monster Gaming stuff everywhere. We have Monster Energy.
Yeah.
So it was confirmed. I don't know what else to say. That's that. So all the miscommunication that happened in the past week is completely false. So,
which is pretty funny.
Yeah. So I hope that everybody. I hope it brings more trust to us. That's what I hope. You know, like seeing these 3 situations all pan out in the same week, and everything that I just said panning out to be like, we're not being deceiving or lying to you. That people will take that, like, you know, to heart, into consideration when they're, you know, coming to our events and everything to compete. So you know what, you guys got like another 70, 80 viewers in here. We're gonna spoil you. Why not? I can't keep secrets. I'm the worst person at keeping secrets, dude, especially like with all this undercover stuff we have going on, which, like, oh my god, the weekend of Pittsburgh, I'm not even going to be able to handle because there's so many secrets that come out that weekend. But that's not what's coming out right now. So make sure you watch Pittsburgh. If you're not watching Pittsburgh, you're gonna have, dude, I don't even know what to tell you. You need to watch Pittsburgh. So everybody wants the player cams. Connor brings this up to me the other day. Dude, wow, we gotta get player cams. And I'm like, well, dude, it's gonna take so much more equipment to do that, and we can't do it. And I'm doing a little bit of research, and I go, ding, 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 oh my god, I found a way to do it. So there you go. We have found a way to do player cams in HD and everything. Yes. So you will have player cams at Knoxville. We confirmed it tonight and everything like that. So, boom, player cams are done. But wait, I have even more good news.
Oh,
are you ready?
God.
The way that we are doing this player cam system also allows for instant replays.
No way, dude.
Swear to God.
Bro?
Swear to God.
Done.
So, yo, so Snipe Down gets an overkill extermination with the Flagnum. Whoa, let's see that again real quick. Overkill. Instantly, right there in the game,
dude, that's
done.
Gonna be dirty.
Done.
Wow, dude. That's sick.
We have to test it and everything to make sure like it works, like really quick, but from the research that we've done and everything with how we're going to be doing this, it is going to be so sick. So sick. So obviously I'm going to need help in the production booth at Knoxville, but it is going to be phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. So player cams, instant replay. Also what it allows, here's what else it allows. One more thing. So, you know, back in the day, MLG used to post like videos after their events of like all 8 point of views from like every game, and we kind of did that a little bit from Chicago. This also records and captures every single gameplay that's going on the main stage. So then we automatically have every single point of view captured and recorded that we can then use. And if something happens on someone else's screen and we're not watching it, oh my god, so-and-so just got this. Oh, replay on someone else's screen that wasn't on the stream. Yep. Done. Instant replay on 8 point of views. Done. Like,
nice.
We don't mess around. You cannot mess around with AGL. When are people gonna learn this, guys? Gosh.
I know, right? I know, dude.
We step our production up. Now we're stepping our events up, and we're stepping more of the production up. So I'm not gonna bash other companies that are holding events. Awesome, grow the Halo community. But all I have to say is, do they have a switcher like us? Do they have player cams like us? Do they have the casters like us? Do they have instant replay like us? Do they have a 120 team tournament like us? Do they have a payout that's double of what they're probably gonna have? All I see is big no's. Big no.
Do they have laser tag?
Do they have laser tag? Do they have IRL Halo? Like, let's. So, how many? I mean, there's an endless list, guys. You get points. You get to play more than 2 games. You're playing, 14 games in pool play minimum. We're tracking your stats. We're getting you player cards. We have Oh, dude, we have this awesome new rank that's going to be coming out sometime soon that we can't even talk about yet.
Oh my god.
We've got Wired, Fantasy, and Draft coming that you need to watch Pittsburgh to get more info on that. But there's so much exciting stuff, I don't even know.
Dirty. It's good stuff, man. This is what I'm talking about, man.
So, over $18,000 in prize. That's $10K for first, 5 for second, and 3 for third. Is that right? Yeah, or no, it's 2 for third, I think. And then we also have the Astro MVP award. We also have the Bonafide Bold Player Award, which is going to be awarded to a player that's going to be awarded to a player in pool play, and you're going to get like, I don't know, $200 or $300 worth of Bonafide gear. And then we've got the Caster's Choice Award. Nice. So the casters are going to pick who gets this award. $500 in cash, done. So
awesome,
dude.
And that's separate from the MVP as well.
Maven and God giving this award.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a question.
It's gonna be classic. It's gonna be classic.
I have a question. Are you going to have? Okay, I know the winner of the event gets a check, obviously, but are you going to make an AGL like trophy event, like for the event?
Yes.
Because I feel like that would be sick.
Yes.
To have
well,
in
here's
the award ceremony.
Here's how it'll be done, though. So we're not gonna do like a trophy to give out to people to keep.
Okay.
So we kind of want to do more along the lines of like a Stanley Cup type thing.
Okay.
So like, imagine this.
Let's
imagine this, okay, real quick. Knoxville and Orange County. We've got these two awesome LAN centers that are basically built for us to go to, okay?
Right.
Let's imagine that. Let's imagine each of them being branded with Arena Gaming as like, our stadiums. A trophy that stays in each one, that plaques get added to, essentially, for the winners of each event. Okay. Why not get a team banner flag hanging from the ceiling saying you won this event too? So, stuff like that. Going as far as like individual player awards and stuff, right now, I'm told everybody wants money over that because, like, for the Caster's Choice, I would rather give somebody $1,000 rings than $500 in cash. But I'm told that people would rather have the cash.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, for sure. But I'm just saying, for the sake of the ceremony.
Yes, we will have something. We will have something, and I know a lot of people got kind of upset that we didn't have anything at the last event. That's just because we ran so late.
Yeah,
I mean, dude, I had like 5 hours of sleep in 4 days. I wanted to pack up and get out of there. I mean, I was there 3 hours packing up afterwards. So with the staff not having to tear everything down and everything at the end, we're gonna have the time to do all that, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be absolutely phenomenal. We're ready to put on the best Halo 4 event that anyone has ever seen, from this point forward, and hopefully you guys can take what we're doing and see where it's gonna grow to after with this event. Mo wants me to go pow pow. So I just did it. Give him the 1-2 pow pow.
Well, obviously, with all the good stuff that's being said now, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's going to be people that are going to want to, help out and volunteer and stuff like that. So, even though you're saying you're going to be overstaffed, I guess, but will people still be able to come out and volunteer for whatever needs?
If somebody wants to volunteer, I will take volunteers any day of the week because I would like to give everybody breaks. No one wants to work for 15 hours straight. I just saw in the chat too that Elamite Warrior said he may be coming to Knoxville. Maybe not to compete, but he may be there. I'll give a thumbs up. He has not yet to be. Here's what I want to do. I want to make a list of all the old pro Halo players who have not been to an AGL. You want to know what that list consists of? Let's see if we can get them all out to Knoxville. I know Elamite Warrior.
Oh, wow.
Hysteria. Neighbor.
The Ogres.
Ogre 2 has, though. Yeah. Ogre 2 has
Ogre
been
2,
the one.
Ogre 2 was at Chicago. Yeah. Never mind. Yeah. Yep, you're right.
So, I'm pretty sure that those are...
T2?
Oh, and T2.
Yeah,
and T2.
T2.
So, does anybody else know... Demon D, that's not a big enough name for me to say anything. Lunchbox and Roy have been. SK has not. So you got SK, Tots actually, he came to Chicago.
Tots is at Chicago.
I doubt you'll be able to get
Shockwave.
like Karma.
Yeah,
You
Nated.
can try Karma.
Shockwave.
Native
Yeah,
Karma,
yeah, that was
Shockwave.
coming.
Like there's a lot, but like, you know, the people who've still been playing a lot, you know, and been in the scene. So, you know, I don't know. I think that people need to start bugging them, and we need to get every single pro who's played in this event. That's my opinion. I think it would be awesome. Like a huge Halo reunion for the first biggest Halo
awesome.
4 event.
I would like to see Karma come out. Like,
That would be
personally.
sick.
That would be the sickest thing
Oh
ever.
my.
Just
Yeah.
randomly
They're gonna
Karma.
come back.
Just a random Karma appearing. Would just be the sickest thing ever. That'd be so sick.
It's a Halo
And then
reunion,
Zios,
dude. Let's
holy shit.
hashtag Halo reunion at these people. Like, let's just start this. Like, I'm
That's
so
right.
excited. I'm so excited, guys.
Started.
I don't get this excited very often, and I'm excited about Knoxville. So,
Yeah, oh my god, it's gonna be so.
I think everybody's excited about.
what is your
Knoxville,
question?
I kind of just randomly popped in my head. I've known we've talked about it before, but is AGL, just so everybody knows in the stream, is AGL pushing to possibly get an Astro sponsorship, or maybe even just an Astro booth to show up at AGL events?
We're sponsored by them. Like, we're 110% sponsored by Astro. They supply us with whatever the hell we need, pretty much.
Right.
A booth, I have not brought that up to them yet.
Bring
I
it
was
up.
hoping that their first booth would be in the Orange County event, since it's out in their area. But now, because of how big Knoxville is, I can throw the idea out there. I've also thrown the idea out of getting headset/speaker tags, you know, AGL style going and stuff. So we're trying some stuff with them. Who knows what'll happen or not? But definitely trying for it. But yeah, I definitely want them to have a booth. For sure.
For sure.
Are there any new sponsors that you can confirm with us that maybe at Knoxville or anything you can talk about?
We have a controller company we're working with right now. Nothing's confirmed yet, though. So, other than that, no, we really haven't been 100% focused on the sponsors. We were trying to get all the stuff for the event figured out. So, sponsors for Knoxville will be something that will be worked on like over the next several weeks. There's a couple pretty big companies that we were contacted by in the past couple days, so we'll see if we can pick them up in time for Knoxville. But we will see.
Nice.
Any questions by the chat? I will look at the chat right now and answer as many questions as I can. Can I ask the chat a question? What league are you What league are you most likely to go to if competitions are on the same day? Like, let's say that happened. What if that happened? UMG. Why would you even say UMG?
Troll.
It doesn't matter. I just like to give the people the benefit of the doubt to say whatever. Because look at the chat. Everybody actually answers the question. That's what's awesome about it. MLG doesn't count. They don't have Halo. Anybody who put MLG, change your
CGL.
No, but honestly though, if you say, you know, Giggle says CGL, you're such a fag.
Join them.
If you honestly, if you say like, you know, UMG, like I love Jeff. We have nothing wrong with him. We have been talking about, because we never really finished this question. We have been talking for several months now about doing a collaboration event. Now, do I see that in the future at this point? I'm going to say with our recent discoveries on the direction we're going and the size events we're having, I'm going to say right now it probably will not happen. And the reason for that is because if we do it, we're going to be limited to a 64-team event. We're not trying to go anywhere lower than a 72-team event. And for a 72-team event, that'll be out on the West Coast because usually it's a harder draw. Otherwise, you're not going to see under a 120-team event anymore. So we're not going to have these small events. It's not going to happen. There's too much of a demand for it. The Halo community deserves it. So you're going to be seeing a lot of changes in like the next month on the schedule for where we're having events. And that is just because we are not doing these small events anymore. It's it's not worth it. It's not worth it for anyone. Everybody would rather go and compete at a 120 team event every single month rather than a 20 team event. I know I'm speaking for everyone there.
Or even a 37 team event or whatever it is.
So now
you're gonna spoil everybody with this 120 teams. Like that's what they're gonna expect every time.
And I said except for out in OC, except for out in like OC is probably only going to be 72, but
which isn't bad.
But I still have to we still have to see. We might be able to go up to like a 96. It's not confirmed yet, but we will see. I don't think that I just don't think that the collaboration is there to happen. I don't think there's a reason for it, honestly. I mean, what is it going to do? They said that they're going to have a Halo event. So what's stopping us from going and having a Call of Duty event now? That's my big question. So, like we're a Halo league and Halo community right now, but as we grow, we're going to be looking at these other games now because other people are taking, putting their feet in dipping their whatever in our water. I don't even know how that goes. You know what does that make sense? Like dipping their feet in my water.
Yeah.
Dipping their finger in my food.
Their feet wet? I don't know.
I don't know how it goes. Because it's like they're getting their feet wet or something like that. So it's like,
yeah, sure.
There's nothing wrong with the collaboration, but I think that the scale that we're going and the way that we're advancing as a company and as a whole and as a community, that we're able to put on bigger scale events without collaborating with a Call of Duty or Gears of War company and doing such tournaments with collaboration as ourselves if we were to do it.
With 343.
Yeah. Exactly.
We need that.
But
we need that
I don't think doing a collab event with UMG is going to benefit anyone. I don't think it's going to benefit them. I don't think it's going to benefit us because what is it? We're renting a hotel space and we're dividing it. Here's your Call of Duty event, here's your Halo event. Why should I do that when I have Battlefield Knoxville where I can go and have a tournament twice the size with way more fun, right? So that's why. So
sure.
I'm gonna throw this out. I know that there's a lot of.
So we're good on that.
I know that there's a lot of Halo people watching, but right now, just so you guys know, Gears of War is being talked about being picked up by us. Just so everyone's aware of that. So you will see Gears of War added. As long as the fixes get done in the game and as long as Epic is willing to back us, which we are told is all being discussed, blah, 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 who knows what's happening, that the game's getting fixed and everything.
There'd be a lot of people come.
So we're not saying that it's going to be a mixed event. We're not saying that it's going to be a Halo and Gears event or anything like that. Halo will be one weekend, Gears will be another weekend. Nothing will be mixed together as of right now. But we're just saying, when you guys see Gears of War stuff being hosted on Wired or anything like that, don't get all upset about it. We are Halo-based. Halo comes first. Halo's always going to be bigger. But as you know, like console shooter games go, we don't want them, the competitive scene to necessarily die for anyone. They haven't had an event since what, like 2009, like a legit event or something.
Yeah, they're hurting. Yeah, they're
hurting.
Like it was just the pro.
They deserve, they deserve
event.
something. They deserve something, Just like if Halo was completely dropped off and we weren't there for Halo and there was nothing for Halo for a whole year, Halo deserves something then. If the same thing happened to Call of Duty, look, now Call of Duty's booming. So we don't need to go pick up Call of Duty right now. But if the market persisted to, we could throw them a little bone if they wanted it. But we are Halo based and everything like that. But dude, Call of Duty, Gears of War, like we're paying attention to that community right now. We have like a team of few people that are drawing their focus to that to see and develop it within arena gaming so that we can grow to be bigger. So
yeah,
I don't know. Just thought I'd throw that out there. So
yeah,
so everybody kind of sees.
Deep, man. It gets the plot
terrible at Gears of War.
I'm not even about to comment on my skill in that game. But I have a question. Another question, Brad. It has to do with like the scale of events, like for the future. Like, do you see like AGL like going to those venue scaled, like size of tournaments and stuff like that, or is it Gonna move it in a completely different direction.
Completely different direction.
Okay.
I can't even.
You can't even comment. Okay.
Yeah, it's more or less with these big LAN centers built to have tournaments. There's no reason to go elsewhere.
Yeah.
There's no reason.
Right.
I would rather have 5 or 6 of these stadiums around the country branded with AGL. Let's put it that way.
Got you.
Yeah.
In consideration to like location to airports, etc., like that, you know, I know that Nashville, the average person paid $50 a taxi just to get to the event from the airport.
Damn.
Knoxville is 15 miles away.
Enough.
Knoxville is 15 miles away. Orange County,
not bad.
I don't know. Orange County might be pretty
Orange
far,
County's
but
really close. I'm pretty sure.
is LAX right there?
I think it's really close. Yeah. No, it's its own airport.
No.
Orange County has its own airport.
Oh, does it? Does it?
Yeah,
Which
they
is like
do.
right there.
Yeah, but most people are gonna fly into LAX probably though, and I've done that before, and it's long. It's a long drive, and you're dealing with LA traffic.
From LAX, oh yeah. It's gonna be like an hour and a half if you fly into LAX. But if you fly into Orange County, it's like 10, 20 minutes max. Probably.
Yeah. I'll have to look into that one.
So I mean, with that, you know, that's where the LAN centers are for these big places. So that's just what comes with that territory. But you know, we don't see the reason to go to a hotel and get a ballroom. And kind of to respect with that is, you know, you do that, and it looks like every other event. You know, you walk into a ballroom, it's stations set up, and it's like blah. It's like I'm in a ballroom with weird colored carpeting and white walls with monitors on a table. Wouldn't you much rather walk into somewhere? Yes, that's true too. Wouldn't you much rather walk into somewhere built to hold the events that is an arena with 40 to 80 monitors all set up, a full main stage, a full production thing? Who knows? Maybe soundproof booths in the future, like Call of Duty had, and then laser tag or whatever to play, and like it's structured and set up for the events rather than to have weddings or meetings.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It has a wow factor.
It has a wow factor.
Yeah. Venues.
I want to walk in. And I want to see flags and banners hung of everybody who's won AGL 1 to AGL 107 on the freaking ceiling. I don't want to walk into a hotel room and see a chandelier.
I know, right? A freaking chandelier and a piano, like somewhere back there. You know, like, all right.
Oh, guys, I'm sorry. Our music isn't working for the stream. Can you please go and start the orphan up for me? Like, there's your waiting music, guys.
Yeah, dude, I'm trying to enter that venue with like seeing just like, you know, red, white, and blue theme AGL banners everywhere, and then like you know the AGL themes, music playing, whatever it is, you know, you
big ass logo on the floor. Like, who knows?
Yeah, man. Dude,
like, you want to walk in, and you want to be like, I am in one of however many arenas homes right now, whether it's in Tennessee, in Orange County, in Texas, in New York, in Florida, wherever that may be. You know, you walk in and you're just like, this is, and you know, you get, it's the familiarity thing too. You know, you walk into it and it's like, oh dude, we're going to Knoxville. You already know how it's set up. You already know where everything is. You already know like how everything is going to work, and it's not going to be chaotic. Where if you go to a ballroom, it's going to be just like, oh my god. Yeah. Stations and this, and it's all blah, and it's just like.
Also, these venues will have their own main stages built, so it's like that's a plus as well. Like a really sick, cool main stage built at both of these arenas in Knoxville and in Orange County. So that's also a big plus from like just going to a ballroom.
Yeah, I think that's something that's missing. You know, since everybody, you know, at the MLG events back in the old school days with the main stage, that was. For me, that's how, you know, that was the best main stage I've ever been a part of. And for, you know, for AGL to eventually, you know, totally be able to focus on their structure of a main stage, like, and it just be, like, to the fullest, would just be the best thing ever, you know, for the people there and the people there watching on the stream, you know. It's just, that element's just been missing for a good while. for Halo.
Totally adds to the spectator experience with like having a bunch of people sitting there watching you play on like big projectors or TVs and being able to see everyone's point of view, and
yeah, definitely.
It just completely adds to the production.
Yeah, and that's a big part of what, obviously AGL's about is the production. I heard you were going ham over there in Nashville.
My magic, dude, my magic fingers, dude. Once they get started, it's just like you can't stop it. You just don't know what to do anymore. Like, dude, when I was in those finals, man, and nobody was bugging me, I was on point. I was on point with those switches, man. And I was just like, everyone that was watching is just like, dude, perfect timing. Like, dude, like 49-49, I happen to switch to the person that gets the 50th kill. What are the chances of that?
Yeah, like a split second before they get it as well, which I thought was crazy. It looks like you predicted it.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy doing that. Obviously I need to get away from it to be able to focus on the overall experience for everybody, but it's really fun right now, and as I'm teaching other people to do it, it's definitely gonna stay in the hands of me for at least the next couple events. So
yeah.
So if anybody has an issue of how that switching is going on or anything, let me know, because I'm the person who can fix that and controls it all. So you can definitely throw that criticism at me.
Blew my mind.
Oh, like he was like, "Oh, if we can get this up," and it's just like instantly 4 screens up. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, dude, when I saw that, I was like, "No way you did that, dude. No, you didn't." Like, I was like,
"Yeah." A lot of people didn't like it.
Right
a lot of people didn't like the quad screen.
The crowd was.
But I feel like in a situation where it's a flag standoff, I feel like it's just really good, so you can see what's going on. Otherwise I have to sit there and flip between the point of views, and just leave the names off and stuff, and it's just like it's switching really fast. When I could put on the 2 main best slayers and then the 2 flag people and just leave it on that for a couple minutes until I see something happen. So I like it, but I didn't want to overutilize it because a lot of people do get upset about it.
Yeah, which is understandable.
I don't see why. Like, as long as you have the names.
True, that actually brings about another question for me, Brad. Like, I know you, or as far as the production for the stream for Nashville, you were having each player's name and the team, but it was still a little bit of confusion there for the viewers. Is there going to be anything sort of different, but still fundamentally the same as far as trying to get people's names and their team names still there on the stream so everybody can see that at any point in time throughout the match? Yeah,
now with the player cams, I'll have to have some kind of graphic so the player's name and team name are near the player cam. I'm not sure. We're gonna try to not put it in the lower left-hand corner. It might be up top somewhere because the scoreboard on the bottom, just with the ticker and everything, just really looks good. So we really don't want to mess with the bottom. So you might see it in the upper left or the upper right-hand corner, depending. We got to play with that, obviously. But yeah, as far as what'll happen is if I accidentally hit enter on my keyboard, it'll switch a point of view, and then I don't know it.
Yeah.
So then the old player's name is up there, because I'm essentially using 3 different programs. So I have to do 3 tasks to switch a point of view, to put the graphics up, and to do whatever, the sound and everything. So it's switch. So when it's delayed and stuff, it's just because I can only move across 3 computer screens so fast. So that's what comes with the graphic confusion and everything.
Yeah, that's where you need help at, good sir. You need some more staff for that.
Yeah, but see, with that graphic part, it really wouldn't even matter because that all has to be done on one computer. But it would help if I didn't have to do the audio and the player cam, obviously. So then all I have to do is switch the point of view and switch the player name. So but I think too that there is a possibility that somebody could help me with graphics with a laptop plugged into the switcher and be able to do live graphics that way, but that's a little bit too complicated for me to comprehend still. So.
For sure.
But yeah, if anybody does want to help with the production stuff, shoot me a DM or a tweet on my personal one. Don't do it on our AGL because there's too much stuff to look through on that. But if you're going to be there and you want to help in the production aspect, let me know, because like I could definitely use help, and like I need a break every now and then. I was behind those monitors for 54 hours during Nashville, and my eyes were bleeding, like they just wanted to die. So like I need like, you know, an hour break a day to walk away and not have to switch everything. So definitely, if people want to help me and give me a break with switching and have fun, you have to know Halo. That I will test you. If you do not know Halo and how to switch point of views, you will not get control of it. Because you can't.
FAL here, gonna go in.
But yeah, I definitely could use, you know, help with a graphics person and with audio, and then a person to help switch out with switching. So anybody that does want to learn production or has experience in it, definitely let me know. Definitely.
If it comes down to streaming, like if you're wanting better graphics, like streaming wise and all that setup and stuff like that, good. Absolutely, the guy in the chat, he's really talented at that stuff. He's done quite a bit of everybody's a little bit, I would say. So when it comes down to like better, if you wanted like graphics and stuff like that, he'd be like a really good person to talk to.
Nice. Yeah, Abs has been streaming since like day one.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, he's coming up to Pittsburgh too, I believe. Maybe I'll have to talk to Abs at Pittsburgh.
Brad, going back to the when somebody said something about the names earlier on the stream, this is kind of off subject, but everybody was so confused about it, and my teammate took so much crap after that event because his gamer tag was a Kuzum, and somebody put ass cum as his title on it, dude.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
I was entering it how I was given it to spell it. I was entering how I was given to spell it.
That was so funny, dude.
That's pretty bad. Wow.
I think that's pretty funny.
Did you even do the stats from last event at all?
Well, we're working on it. What happened was Billy's computer, he spilled water on it. So he has everything on his computer. So all the pictures of all the stats are on Billy's computer that is being fixed. So can't really do anything about that. We have them all, but it's gonna be like a week because his computer is getting fixed. So yes.
So what's on the website right now? Because you can look there on the stats.
Yeah, there's some stuff entered, like the stuff we were a lot. Most of the pool play should be in there. I think we have about 450 pictures still to enter though. So there's a lot.
Dang.
But with like the stats and everything at the next at Knoxville will be completely different because we found a really easy system to do it. So you won't have any of these issues at the next one. We just got overwhelmed with staff and everything, but we found a really cool, fast way to do it at Knoxville. So it'll be good to go. We take everyone's criticism to heart. You know, we try to up this more and more and make everything better for everybody. It just takes time. We can't fix everything in a day. Like, you know, like I always say, can't fix 100 things at once. Gotta do it step at a time. So after this event, we would have taken care of fixing every aspect that we set out to fix one event at a time. So this event, I shouldn't say this event, I should say Knoxville, because not Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's a small event. It's going to be so easy. So Knoxville, you will see the full, brand new, 100% fully blown AGL from that point out. So.
Nice.
Oh, snap. It's going down. It's going down in a big way, dude. Oh, I can't wait, man.
Yeah, and so everybody who's in here, why don't you guys go tweet at Battlefield Knoxville and throw them the biggest shout out and thank you for for everything that they're doing for us, and like when you guys get there, you'll see how amazing they are for doing this. So they're going out of their way, like completely out of their way to support AGL, and it's phenomenal.
Yeah, I think they're following me. Hold on, I need to let me give them a shout out because this is
I think their Twitter is just like at Battlefield Knoxville. I think that's their Twitter. I think it's at Battlefield Knoxville, one word, I think.
No, it's at Battlefield Knox. Like
Knox, yeah.
KNOX. Yeah, Battlefield KNOX. KNOX. Alright.
Oh, Brad,
yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and tweet it out.
Yeah, Giggle just posted it in the chat too.
Even though I don't think it'll happen at Battlefield, but with all the problems at Nashville, you know, with like people lagging out of the games, if that happens at Battlefield, are the refs supposed to take the stats from those games also, or no?
It depends how far it is into the game. Because like if it's a Slayer game and like most of the kills are it's hard to say because there's like a situation where you want to take it from both and a situation where you don't. So like let's say it's extraction, right? And it's like 4 extractions and then the next it power goes out or something, you have to start over, and like the next person, like you only need 1 extraction. There's no reason to take the stats with 2 kills and 2 deaths on each team. So we'll take it from the first game.
Yeah.
So it's like it's kind of a mix. It's kind of a mix. But we'll have one designated person, Tyler, our website guy, will be there. He will be controlling taking all of the stats. So that's him.
Yeah,
but why?
Like, the main reason why I asked is because we played a flag game on a drift, and I mean it was pretty much like the game was almost over. Like there was a lot of people that had like 37, 38 kills, and we lagged out, and the stats didn't get taken, and we played to 1 cap, and I think the highest person out of all teams had like 5 kills.
Yeah, like I would have taken the stats from the first game.
I think it should transfer over, like, from a continuation game. If someone lagged out mid-game, I think the stats from both games should definitely be added up into one. Because it's only fair like that, in my opinion, at least.
I think that, well, the problem is if the power goes out and it all turns off, you might not have the stats.
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. Lagging out. Yeah, if the power goes out.
Yeah, so like lagging out, lagging out, and especially with like, so it's a hit or a miss. It's just that's one of the things where it's welcome to electronics and esports. Like, it's like that's the one thing that's kind of like, up in the air. But I would have taken it. I would have said take both. I would say take every single one, and let us combine it or get rid of the one that has 1 kill. That's what I would say. Yeah. But that's Tyler's gonna be. That's his job. He's going to be there to do that. So.
Hey Brad, someone mentioned that they want the award ceremony to be broadcasted as well after the tournament.
Yeah, I already said that will happen. We just couldn't do it in Nashville because it was absolute clustered chaos as all hell. And it also does help if like the 4th place team status quo doesn't leave before the end of the event when you win stuff. We're like, wow. The event's over and we're like, so where's the 4th place team? Oh, they're gone. So it's like, text them.
Are you serious?
Did you guys know you guys won money? No.
Yeah, they did.
What?
Yeah, they didn't know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Choke.
That's
choke.
Yeah, that is a choke. That's a choke.
So.
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, that was interesting. So, yeah, I don't know if there's any other questions anybody has.
Yeah, I'm just saying a lot about Michigan. Everybody's asking if there's going to be any event.
There's not going to be a Michigan event. No.
Well, Texas, I think that's a legitimate question.
Well, Texas. All right, here's the thing. I can't release too much on like what we're doing with our schedule change, but with it only being this scale events and everything, we don't have we're not going out and purchasing 80 Xboxes ourselves. So we need a way to find or develop ourselves these stadiums and big LAN centers in other regions. So like that's what we need to accomplish in order to go to those other areas right now. We're not going to do this whole travel to 37 states and have 24 team events. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it's not worth, me packing up 40 Xboxes monitors, throwing it in a truck and a trailer to go to an event and have a 32 team event. It's not worth it. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to go take it to Knoxville, and I'm going to have a 120 team event. Think about it. Like, it's just, yeah, like, you know, limiting it to certain areas, some people might be mad because they can't get in a car and drive 30 minutes to it. But if the overall experience and everything as a total is that much better, it should make sense to be like, yeah, it makes sense, you know, like,
Yeah.
to do it that way.
Yeah.
So in
You
other
know.
words, there needs to already be a land, you know, based out, you know,
Yes.
and you know, preferably to Dallas or Houston or whatever, you know, that's already established or is in the process of establishing themselves
Correct.
in order for, you know, AGL to accommodate that.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean,
And
that makes
that's
sense.
kind of the next area that we'll be looking for something to be coming up is in Texas. That's kind of our. We would like to see, you know, personally, we would like to see California, Texas, Tennessee, and then either going more up on the East Coast or like south in Florida. But then at the same time, that fourth one, Tennessee's kind of like right in the middle. So if you go up on the East Coast, it's still pretty close to Tennessee to an extent. Um,
Yeah.
so it's like, you know, the major one would be to get one in Texas. So like that would be like the third major one, and then that'd be awesome. So
What about Ohio? Because I know
Ohio
that
is
Ohio
Ohio is like what 7 hours from Knoxville though, so it's like it's not a big enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still more expensive.
Yeah, but it's not a big enough
I
gap.
think
It's not
Chicago took us like 8. I think.
it's not a big enough
From
gap
Nashville.
like in distance wise to have it that close, like to be a that big of a facility. Like it has to be spread
Yeah.
out like into bigger areas of the country. So you have to centrally, like, it has to be centrally located, like, in that area. So, like Knoxville, if you draw, you know, like, however mile radius around it, and then, like, that's, like, where the major draw is going to come from, then you don't want to have another one in there. And then same with Texas and same with, you know, California. So, you know, like, that's why, like Knoxville, like, the only place where it, like, the draw may not come from is obviously going to be West Coast and stuff like that as much. But like the whole Midwest and East Coast, Knoxville's right there. Like even if you're driving, like if you're driving from Florida, Chicago, you know, New Jersey, it's literally the same distance about. Because from Chicago
it's
to
3
Knoxville, it's about 9 hours, and then from Chicago to Atlanta, I know, or from Knoxville to Atlanta, it's like 3. And then
yeah, 3, right?
Yeah.
and then going down to like Orlando to Knoxville, that's gonna be about what, maybe not,
13.
no, not even,
You say Knoxville to Atlanta?
no, to
Yeah.
Orlando, because from Chicago to
Orlando.
Orlando, it's about 19 hours, so it should only be about another
From
9
my
or
house
10
to
from
my house to Orlando, it took like 9 and a half hours,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
live like
So
on
10 at the
other
most.
side of Tennessee.
That's not
Yeah.
that's not like, I don't know, that's, to me, that's not that far. I think once you get to 15, 20 hours, then that starts to get far. I think 10 hours or less
I drove
is
to
doable.
Providence, 22 hours, never again.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
Dude, God, that was a
Yes,
party.
had to. Yeah, I would have had to get the crispy plane ticket for that, good sir. Indeed. But yeah, I don't think you'll be going. I don't think AGL will be going that far northeast, right?
I hope not.
I mean, that's
We'll
pretty
see.
epic.
But
Brad didn't answer, so
Answer
Yeah,
what?
I know, right?
I wasn't
He
even
didn't
listening.
deny.
I wasn't even listening.
He's zoning out. We were talking about you know, we don't think that AGL is going to move that far northeast to, like, you know, the Providence area.
No, I don't.
You know, anytime
As
soon.
far as I know, New Jersey's passing a law that it's illegal to have gaming events in New Jersey, actually. As
Are
well.
you serious? Really?
Yeah, it's going to be
That's
considered.
lame.
It's going to be considered
Wow.
gambling. So you're
Gambling.
not going to be able to
Yeah,
have
that's so lame.
events. Um,
I take that as an insult. That's a little bit of an
Yeah.
insult, but
That's
you know,
that's slap in the face.
I need to look into that.
Yeah.
See what the
So, I mean, I don't
logistics
know.
are.
I don't
It's
know.
happening a lot of places.
I don't know if we did go all the way up to the East Coast. You know, obviously, it's going to be like
I hope not.
it's going to be kind of like a study thing, you know, with us, you know, drawing a perimeter of how many miles are people willing to travel to go to events, and finding out how we can strategically place these big stadiums across the country. That's kind of what needs to be done. So if anybody knows of anything huge that's opening, definitely let us know. So obviously Orange County and Knoxville are the two right now that are built for what needs to be going down, and that's amazing. So,
right.
Who knows what we'll see?
For sure.
It'd be sick to go to a land center every time that was already like big enough and set up.
Yep.
It'd be sick.
Yeah.
Do not tweet at me,
And had a sick
AGL
main
Michigan.
stage
It's not going to
already
happen. Please don't bother me with that. It's not going to happen.
Well, okay, what about, if we have a little bit of time to talk about Seattle, because I know there's a few people in the chat that we're talking about wanting you to mention Seattle.
It's every event. Look at it like this: every event that's planned right now is probably not going to happen. It's probably going to end up being moved to be a bigger event, and that's just something that we have to do because we can't go and have an event that's unreliable with equipment, and that we have to drive 26 hours with our streaming gear. It's not realistic. It's not realistic for us to do it.
Yeah.
If we are to go out to Seattle, let's say, I would like to do it with the collaboration of 343 because it's in their city. That's what would get us out there, is if we can hold something huge with their support and their connections out there to make it an amazing Halo event. Right now, over the next month, you're going to see a lot of changes in how we're going to be scheduling this, just because situations come up. Miami was not big enough. It's just, it wasn't going to happen. We couldn't. All the monitors were mounted on brackets and stuff, so we couldn't even do split screen. It would have been 48 teams. It would have been a mess. It would have been an absolute mess. And that's what we're running into with a lot of these LAN centers. So that's why we have to go big or go home. We can't do these small events and not have the appropriate space, not have the appropriate equipment, and everything like that. Like with Pittsburgh, we're very, very lucky that Battlefield Knoxville is coming up with extra stations that allows us to make it 32 teams. We owe them our life right now. Legit, they're going way, way out of their way to support AGL, and is the best thing ever. Dustin and all of them are amazing. I will shout out to them 24/7. Dude, it's amazing people over there. So
nice.
Definitely.
And they all love Halo. That's the good thing about it too. It's not like we're going there and the people that work there know anything about Halo. They all know about Halo. So that's also a good positive to it.
Yeah,
also.
That's important. Yeah, that's important to know about them too, because that gives people that don't know about them something to feel a little bit more secure about where they're going to compete at. That these people that are hosting this actually know about this game and in the competitive atmosphere, and it's not just some people that just see this as an opportunity to host an event for a really big tournament. So it has substance to it. These people obviously have some a great substance about them that has to do with Halo, and that's awesome.
Yeah. And a lot of people get mad because we already booked plane tickets and stuff for events. Contact the airline and change it, dude. There's nothing that there's nothing I can physically do about it. When a LAN center that we planned an event at doesn't contact me back, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go and have it somewhere else. So that's what happens there. And I don't know, me personally, I don't know if I would book a plane ticket before I knew I had a pass. That's just me personally, especially with how fast passes sell out and everything like that.
They sell like that.
People are asking about V4. V4, we will be using it. I don't know any details. No idea what it's going to be. I've seen some of the maps. I know what some of the maps are, but I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about that at all. All I know is Station 9 and Simplex are awesome. That's all I know. Go tell Ghost you guys want Lotus. Everybody go tell Ghost you want Lotus, and I will give you a cookie at Knoxville.
Dude, I wish we had Lotus. We
I will
finally
bring.
got good at it and take it out.
I'll have my mom make homemade chocolate chip cookies for everybody if we get Lotus in V4. How about that? I will make that deal right now. I will go tell my mom to start making cookies.
Wow.
It is a really good map.
I want a Lotus chant. I want a Lotus chant to be going down when it's not getting played on main stage.
I hate to be that guy, but like, you know, I like Lotus, you know, but from my experiences with you know, my team, and then, you know, just other teams, I haven't had the best feedback on Lotus, at least with the pro players. So, you know, I just hate to be that guy, but I just have to say that, you know. But, you know, but you know, as far as like Station 9 and Simplex, I mean,
well, like, I don't know what the other flag maps are gonna be. So I mean, but like,
okay, yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what they're gonna be, but if it's like, I hope to God it's not like some terrible map. You know what I mean? Like yeah, like I know there was I know there was some word about Onslaught. I know there was something about that. So who knows? I know APK's,
that
you
would
know,
be dirty.
APK's Sanctuary remake is really good. The one thing I noticed on that, I don't know if anyone's going to agree with this, is the P streets are too high and you have to struggle way too hard to jump up on them. So I don't know if everybody else notices that or if it was just me.
I haven't got a chance to play on it yet.
Because, like, you know, like when you're on,
it
or no, I guess it's not P, it's car. It would be the car streets. So, like, you know, like car and P are usually the same height.
Yeah.
So, like, car is like half a jump higher than P.
Well, I think in the Halo 2 version, wasn't Carbine higher than Pink Street by a little bit? Or am I wrong? Or the P shooter?
Oh man,
I don't know.
I don't remember.
If it was, it wasn't as much as it is on this, because it's like it blocks the line sight all the way to the flag and everything. Like,
okay.
Like you can't see the whole base or the flag or anything.
I would like to, as far as like with flag, I would really like to see Monolith be pushed in it. But like I said, you know, you'd have to get the codes for it, the maps.
We'll get it, dude.
But,
I guarantee we'll work it out and we'll end up with the map codes.
Yeah.
But as far as we know, there will not be Oddball. There will not be King of the Hill until all of that is fixed and patched because of the glitches.
No 2 plot either, right?
No, hell no.
No
That's already confirmed not being in V4.
Oh.
I hate that game type so much.
Dude. Oh. Yeah. Okay, good.
Let me clear that up.
We'll sprint everybody. Whatever. Oh, one thing I want to say about the 4-shot BR is what I noticed, because even with the 5-shot, dude, if you sprint constantly, you're going to get punished.
With the 4-shot?
4-shot BR. Yeah,
oh, yeah.
Because you're going to be caught in sprint and you're just going to get just demolished. So you're going to have to change your gameplay a little bit for this, but I still think it'd be good. But you just can't sprint as much as you can now or you will get destroyed.
Yep.
So
we're thinking needs because people sprint way too much in this game, if you ask me.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know if I missed the memo, but like, is that what we're moving to the 4-shot?
That's what they're saying.
Yeah, they're saying it's going to be 4. Because I think that the distance of the BR, I think the distance of the BR is going to be equal to DMR. Is that correct? Like it's going to be able to do 4.
The light rifle is going to have like a red reticle, so it's going to be pretty much the same as the DMR.
I don't think
they were saying.
I don't think they're touching the DMR. I think they're just buffing all the other weapons to be on par with the DMR. Like the BR, I guess the kill time is like exactly the same as the Halo 2 BR, something along those lines.
Well, they're changing it. It's going to be slower, not too much slower, but it's not going to shoot as fast as it does now. So.
Well, I think when they say like reduce rate of fire, they didn't mean like it shoots slower. I think they just mean like it takes less shots. That's what I thought. I think Ghost said something about that. But
I'll read the thing on Bravo's thing. I don't know.
I went on VS Angel's blog on Halo Waypoint, and it wasn't specifically her, but it was sort of the things that they were considering. It wasn't anything that was for sure going to happen, but they did say, like, even with the carbine, which I personally appreciated, was that they were talking about reducing the kill shot by 1. Like, I think it was like 6 shots in order to kill somebody now from 7.
Yeah.
You know, which I totally appreciate, because if that happens, I really feel like the carbine should be implemented into, you know, the AGL. You know, I'm obviously the weapon's on the map, but you know, I'm just saying, like, that's my favorite weapon. So, I'd really like to see that happen. But as far as like four shots and stuff like that, I mean, I don't know if they would do that for sure or not. But you know, from what I saw from the blog, it's what they were considering. Didn't know if they were actually going to do it for sure.
Okay.
I don't know, but like, what do you think the 4-shot for the settings if it were to be changed like that?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Oh man.
Yes.
Dude, I'm trying to catch up on.
We'll just talk later.
No, all I heard was 4-shot BR.
He was asking you what you thought about it, like what you thought about the whole situation.
See, I think that I like the 4-shot BR because it's kind of what we were, used to back in the day and everything. But I don't. It's just like the whole sprinting thing. Like, I'm gonna remove my sprint button, so I can never sprint. Like, that's how I feel, because I feel like if I push that sprint button, I'm dead. So
yeah. So in other words, it would have to be no sprint.
Like, that's what I feel.
Along with force.
That's what I feel. I feel that's how it would play the best, just because like if you sprint because of how fast you're gonna die with the 4-shot. Like, you sprint, you're not gonna be able to stop sprinting, especially with like when you stop sprinting, how it takes like that delay to pull your gun up. So like you stop sprinting, and by the time your gun's up, you're dead. Like, you're gonna. I think you'll see. I think you'll see so many people just not sprint. The only time you're gonna sprint is gonna be to catch up to where your teammates are, or in the beginning to get to a weapon or something like that. I don't think you're gonna see people sprinting as much like as you would now, like just for nonsense, I guess you could say. But again, it's whatever the throwdown settings are is what we're gonna use. V4. But I'm just saying, like, I think you're going to see like a completely different play style based on if it's 4-shot or not, because of how fast you're going to get melted.
Yeah. Personally, I think it would force smarter decisions, obviously, by players if we were to do no sprint and obviously 4-shot BRs.
Yeah, I mean,
one thing
it'll stop too, I guess, is you get those kids that just strong side and sprint away all the time. You're not gonna be able to do that anymore. By the time your head's pointing down, you're dead. So
that's what we saw in Reach.
Yeah. So,
my main focus is the ball. Wait, you said we're not having oddball, right?
Right. Not unless they fix it, which I don't know if they are.
When I played flag, it was a two-hit beatdown, but maybe it was just my connection on a drift.
Oh, in the V3 right now, it's for the Nashville settings, I'm pretty sure is 1 hit, and then in the matchmaking settings right now, V3 is 2.
Oh, that's weird.
I don't
like that.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that.
I mean, you're going to have to talk to Ghost with, like, everything after the V4, the settings are on Ghost, so, like, anything you want changed or any opinions you have, send them Ghost's way.
Yeah.
I hope it's 1 hit. You shouldn't have to estimate twice.
Hopefully
that you could trade with the flag guy.
Yeah. Hopefully that like once he has V4 developed, like AGL will be able to be like sit down and like play it before it's like released or like anything like that, and kind of be like, take the criticism that we've got from people on our end and kind of be like, here's like the 2-3 things that we hear on our end that people definitely didn't like in V3, but you're keeping it in V4. Or bring Ghost on and have him completely explain why it's like that. My only argument with like making stuff noob friendly in a competitive playlist is it's not necessary, in my opinion. I think if it's throwdown, it's a competitive playlist, dude. Full on competitive settings. The people that are going to play that are going to be the people that are wanting to play competitive, not the noobs that are playing Big Team Battle and Infinity Slayer all the time. So I think that it needs to be one or the other, not a mixture of both, because as we've seen, the numbers in Throwdown and everything I don't think that they reflect
low. It's still low.
That everybody wants to play it necessarily. I think that it's going to just be mainly competitive, and it should stick like that.
It needs more maps. You play Haven. Like, I play Throwdown, I play Haven 90% of the time. Like, you very rarely get dispatch. You very rarely get a drift, because usually you get the Haven, or you get that other whatever it's called with the BR, DMR, and light rifle, whatever it's called. You just need more maps.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I forget what it's called. I think it's like SD or something, like the setting where you have like secondary settings.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
yeah.
the TD, I think it stands for throwdown.
Yeah, TD.
TD
Yeah.
settings.
Yeah.
I feel like those come up a lot more than the normal settings do, which I don't know how
They
I
do.
feel about that. I feel like there should be normal settings more than the TD settings. That's my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. But I mean, I don't know how long we're gonna be, doing any more QnA. But Brad, like, was there anything else like for the Knoxville thing that we were, trying to cover?
I don't think so. I
Anything
mean,
like that?
I think we pretty much covered a lot. I think that people have a lot to look forward to with what we're doing and
agree.
everything like that.
Passes go on
Yeah.
sale May 1st, 7
Yeah, May 1st.
p.m. Central Time, right?
Yeah, on the 1st at 7 p.m. Central Time. So that's what, next Wednesday?
Yep.
Next Wednesday,
yeah.
7
A week
p.m.
from
Yeah, I think so,
Wednesday.
yeah.
Yep. So next Wednesday, 7 p.m.
Central Time.
So Central Time.
We need to
So
sell them out in less
how
than 24
how
hours. I
fast
think we can,
how fast can we sell these out? That's the question. How fast?
I'm gonna put money on
Nashville.
3 days.
Nashville was
3 days?
Nashville was
I'm gonna
21
say 3
hours. Nashville was 21 hours, and that was 48 passes. Pittsburgh was 2.5 hours, and that was 24 passes. So I don't know. With Pittsburgh going in under 3 hours with 24 passes, if you ask me, it's going to be 24-hour sellout.
I think we can get it in 24 hours too, because everybody's going to make sure they buy a pass because
Yeah,
all these
that's
people
true.
are always missing out on getting the passes.
Yep. Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's the thing. If you don't get a pass, you better be ready to sign up on that waiting list. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to be doing any pass holds or anything like that. None of that's been really discussed yet. But be ready. You better be hitting that refresh button, man. Back in the day, when you were sitting there hitting that
Oh my
refresh
God,
button,
that was scary.
and it
Yeah.
would sell out in 30
Oh, my
seconds,
Lord.
and you wouldn't get a pass, and you would just be so bummed. Like, I've been there.
Yeah.
Columbus
I've been there.
2009. Yeah.
Yes, same here. Exact event.
Yep.
Yep.
No pass because it sold out in
God.
like under 30 seconds.
Yep. That's just
Pat,
crazy,
what's the,
man.
website again? A lot of people are asking a lot of simple questions. So you can look at the website.
Link the website.
I linked it like that so it wouldn't block it. Okay.
I can't link it. It won't be deleting it.
That's why I spaced, because I knew it'd block it, because I keep seeing yours get blocked.
How do you do it? You space and then link it?
No, you see how I did it? I just did arena gaming space league space dot space com.
Well, that's not the website.
Well, oh man, yeah, I choked.
It's
Sorry about
arenagaming.us.
that.
Choke artist.
Wait, I was talking about the stream. My bad. Get out of here. It's all good. It's all good.
Alright.
Yeah, and if you're waiting
All
to
right,
go to
and
like,
last
if you're, yeah,
question.
the last comment is going to be if you're waiting to go to the Atlanta event, it's as of right now, it's not happening. Go to Knoxville. It's 3 hours away.
Damn.
There's
no
I
AGL
just
Atlanta.
there's nowhere to have it. Like, dude, like, it's like not possible right now. I know UMG's even trying to have a Call of Duty event there in July, and they're having an issue getting a venue because of everything else that's going on in Atlanta over the summer. So, like, Atlanta's like on lockdown right now.
Everything. Yeah.
Yes,
Kinda,
Gandhi is commentating, Maven is
Yeah.
commentating, and Ghost, if he's able to go, is commentating. Waiting on that answer. So,
Word.
yeah. Other than that,
I'm pretty sure you'll have this up too on YouTube pretty soon too if people missed it, correct?
Yeah,
So you
yeah,
can go
yeah.
back and rewatch it.
yeah, it'll be up probably in the morning. I don't think I'll have it up right now because I'm tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been going for 2 hours now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, it was a lot to cover. There was a lot to talk about today. So it happens when you don't do a show for 3 weeks. So yeah, shout out to Battlefield again.
Yeah.
Shout out to Astro Gaming, UGC for bringing the equipment to Knoxville. And then Pittsburgh is Game On and Legions. That's where we're having it there. Knoxville for bringing the equipment up there as well. Lots of help, lots of thanks, lots of praise. So passes next Wednesday. The week after that, Pittsburgh. Make sure you watch Pittsburgh. Like, you think we like leaked stuff at this event? Oh my God! Wait till I jump on that stream Friday before Pittsburgh and show you some awesomeness.
Cliffhanger.
Awesomeness. Yeah, that is a super cliffhanger right there, dude.
Dude, like,
but yeah, I'll definitely be watching.
If I could leak it, I would, but Connor won't let me. I blame him. I'm just kidding.
No way.
It's not allowed to be leaked.
No way.
It's not allowed to be leaked.
No.
It's the one thing that.
All right. I think some of the Battlefield will get leaked though, just because if I'm not mistaken, I think there's a local coming up here pretty soon. Unless they're not having it now, but they were having a local here pretty soon that was going to get streamed. So.
Oh really? Okay. Well, yeah. If they're having anything, let us know and
Nice.
we'll promote it.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it was next month. So. It's on their Twitter, so if you follow them on Twitter, you'll be able to check it out that way. Because I believe it's open to anybody also. So.
Alright, sounds good to me, guys. Thanks for everybody for watching. We will see how fast we could. I'll probably. What's today? What's the date? Is it? Wait, what's the day of the week? I don't even know.
It's the 23rd now.
Is it a Monday or a Tuesday?
It's almost.
Yeah, it's Monday.
Oh, it's a Monday.
Almost the
All right.
23rd.
All right. So next Monday,
Yeah,
we'll do another show promoting the passes and everything, getting ready for Pittsburgh. So, yeah. And somebody just posted in the chat in all capitals. I'm gonna read this. Brad, why don't you talk shit about Gandhi? One, I never talked shit about Gandhi. You should have been watching in the beginning of the show when I went over that. So, I never said I was a better commentator. I never talked shit about him. That was resolved. There was a rumor. Shit happens. Moving forward, as he would say.
Yes.
So, there you go.
All right.
That was a good answer, right? It was.
Yeah.
I'm proud of myself for that answer. Alright, guys, so thanks everybody for watching. Shit.
For sure, yeah. I know we almost hit, what? How many viewers did we almost hit? Like,
We did like
400.
43
Almost
something,
400.
yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, dude. Shout out to everybody
That's
that
pretty
came
good
and
for a
watched.
spur of the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure. So,
Yeah, definitely.
alright, well, I guess that's it.
everyone.
Yep. So spread the word, guys. AGL 7 Knoxville. Spread the word. Peace.
For sure.
See
I'll
other
be retweeting
killers
out.
online.
Alright, later, guys.